just lit this town like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome into tonight's live. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I don't know why I ask you that, guys, that ever since I got the new setup, like it's any different. It's all the same plugging, but I always like to know because Vincent's been in here messing with stuff. So I just like to know if everything's okay. But welcome in. It's good to see everybody on this wonderful, wonderful Monday. It's the 13th of October, which I should have known that. I don't know why I didn't know that, but I did. It's October the 13th, and thank you guys for being here for this live. If you're new to the channel, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Tanya or Titanium Built. Nice to meet you. And thank you guys for returning back, the ones that are returning back, you know, returning Titans. If that fan is too loud, let me know also, because I feel like it's closer to me and because I can see my hair just like blowing in it. So let me see who's in the chat. We'll give it a couple minutes to get some people in here. I know I went live I'm going live at different times, so people are probably like, what is she doing? Actually, you know what I was going to do? I was going to tell everybody that I was going to go live at 7:15 or 7:15. I was going to. Kept you on your toes, didn't I? But then I came on at 7:30. So we'll just create a post real quick. See if we can get the good word out there, you know, to the rest of the people. Because Kada Scott's case is very important. So come join us. Maybe if I can spell it. I put it in capitals. We're live now. Like kind of sounds like live. Get over there now. Okay. So we did all that. We did all that, all the maintenance work. Hey, Casey, how you doing today? Hey, Lenora. Hey, Ladybug. I took a shower earlier today too, or just like a little bit ago. I was like, I was running around the house. I was running around like a crazy woman. Better than last night, number 4, Ladybug said on the like. If you guys haven't hit the like, you might as well hit the like. You'll like the program tonight, I promise. Yeah, so it's going to be 7:35 tonight, but I don't know what it'll be tomorrow. It might be a different time. It'll be around the same time though, because I'm this like whole week I have appointments. It's craziness. It really is madness. I was just reading the chat for a minute, but hey Laura. That's sweet, Casey, that they're gonna braid their hair to match her. I would love to braid my hair every day. I braid my hair to like at bed at night, and it's not a braid. I don't know what you call it. It's what I call a braid. My mom used to do the best braids. And if she couldn't do them, she'd send me to my best friend's house, have her mom do them. Hey, Citizen Sleuth. It's your 24th wedding anniversary, Ladybug. You guys are like newlyweds. 24 years. Look at that. I love that. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to Mr. Ladybug. As well. Mr. Bug. He could probably hear me right now. He's probably laughing. Did I say hi to Lenora? Hello to Lenora if I didn't. I mean, you're the first one in here. I think I did. I'm losing my mind, I think, you know. Oh, your youngest is home. Oh. Well, that's great. Well, I had a full day. I'll tell you. I told you guys I was going to go to the dentist, and best believe I did. And I was there forever and a day for a cleaning, just for a cleaning, just for a, that dentist, it wasn't the student. The student was like, I don't like to see people bleeding out of my chair. She was warning me. She's like, but he's coming. And I'm like, what is wrong with what I do? I said, I brush 3 or 4 times a day. She's like, I know you do. And he came in there and he started picking. I was like, oh, here we go. So it was like an 8-hour trip altogether. I ended up going to Target though. I ain't gonna lie. But I didn't get anything. I lied. Okay, I lied. I just lied to y'all and I didn't mean to. I got a sweater. It was on clearance for $9. I did get that because I took back 2 items, so I got 1 item. But we're going to go ahead and we'll start talking about Kada Scott. She is 23 from Philadelphia. It's kind of crazy that we're covering another case about a woman from Philadelphia, but we are. But here we are. But I'm actually I'm from Philadelphia. I was born there. I was raised there for a little while. My whole family was raised. My mom and dad were raised out there. My brother, he was like half and half because we're half brother and sister, even though you can't tell me anything different. That's my brother. But this case caught my attention because first off, she's from Philadelphia. Second off, I'm gonna pull a picture of her. She's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous girl. You could tell she was very smart, very intelligent, and her age, you know, being 23, that just gets me. So young. Also, her name is Kada, and I've never heard that name other than when I wanted to name my dog that when I was 15. I got a dog. I brought it home. And I knew my parents were going to let me keep it. And I wanted to name it Kada. And that was the only, I don't know where I found the name. I don't know where I heard the name, but I just loved it. And I was going to say, when I took the dog home, I was like, her name's Kada or Kathleen. That was my grandmother's name. My dad's mom that had just passed like a few years before. I was being so sneaky. I was being a kid. And I was like, you know, Kathleen, but we'll call her Kada for short. Kada is not Kathleen for short. Anyways, you know, so I ended up keeping the dog and we named her Katie. Her name ended up being Katie. We don't know where that came from either. So I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, there's actually somebody named Kada. I thought that was pretty neat. I'm going to put up her missing flyer and I'm going to grab my drink and then I'm going to start talking about her case. So like I said, she's Kada Scott. If I say Smith, don't ask me why I say that because I've been saying that all day in my head for some reason. But Kada Scott from Philadelphia was last seen on the evening of October 4th, 2025. She was working the overnight shift Sorry, I want to pull the mic out. I'm used to pulling it from over here. She was working the overnight shift at the Terrace at Chestnut Hill. It's an assisted living facility. I actually have it pulled up right here. Let me see. We'll go to the top. I mean, it's all right. It's an assisted living facility, you know. I wonder what this is. Chestnut Hill Township. I need to look this up on a map too. Okay, so they have like this is like the little rooms that they have there. I think it's a cute little place. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, this is cute for somebody that, you know, is needing assistance. Come play chess. You can sit outside. It's just like it's a nice little area. Look, they've got where you can get your hair done. This is a cute little seating area. I love that plaid couch. That's adorable. I love that. That's got my name written all over it. And then they've got like this little, I think it's the same area. They just redid it. Isn't it? Hold on. It kind of looks like it. I don't know. But there was only like 2 negative reviews on the whole place too. So I guess, I mean, that might say something. And the one negative review, the lady was kind of mean back. She was like, I checked your name. I don't think that you have anybody related here. I was like, oh, dang. So basically she was working the overnight shift at that facility when she reportedly just left before her shift ended. But she didn't leave in her car. She drove there in her car, but she didn't leave in her car. Her vehicle was later found parked in the facility's lot. In the days preceding her disappearance, she had told friends and family that she had been receiving harassing phone calls from an unknown individual or unknown individuals. She didn't say, you know, who they were. But since her disappearance, her cell phone has remained off or inactive. So has her app. She had her iPad and her Apple Watch, and they've all ceased communications. So anybody that has an Apple Watch knows if your watch is charged and your phone is charged to 100, your watch is going to outlast your phone by a few days. Like mine's going to outlast mine by like a minute. You know, it's going to be a little while. So that is kind of concerning that her devices are all 3 of them are off. That's pretty concerning. But police said that there are signs that she didn't disappear voluntarily, even though it appears that she looks like she walked out of the, you know, the care of the assistant, you know, living facility on her own. But searches have extended to, I have to look this word. I know, that's so bad of me. Because I want to say something else, and that's not what it is.
Arboretum.
Okay, so they went to the Aubrey Arboretum. It's a wooded property. It's like roughly 3 miles from the assisted living facility. So if she would have been walking there, it would have taken her a little, you know, why walk if you can drive? But there's a reason why police, you know, are going there, and they did go there, and they were like arm in arm searching. But they hadn't found any definitive evidence of her anywhere yet as of today, as of tonight. So unless something happened, you know. Oh, and my pups just went out. So I'm going to just mute myself really quick and let them in. Hold on one second. They're laying in the same bed again. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you. He didn't realize that it was this. I was going on this early, so he's like, I have to take the dogs out. So basically, we're just go over her missing flyer. As you can see, she's 23 years old. She's a beautiful girl. missing, Philadelphia, PA. Female, black. Complexion is medium. Her height is 5'6", weight 120. Her hair color is black. Her hair length, medium. Eye color, brown. And she was last seen, Kada was last seen on October 4th, 2025 at 9:45 p.m. And that's when her mom saw her. So she did go to work and she was seen after 10 at work. It says circumstances of disappearance unknown. You can call the Philadelphia police if you have any information. If anyone has any information, whether you think it's relevant or not. I mean, as long as it's relevant to the investigation, you know what I mean? If you think it's pertinent or not, give them a call. 215-686-3354. So, and we'll watch a couple like little news clips tonight. And it's amazing to me that I can watch, Fox Philadelphia now on the internet. And you don't have to buy like a separate subscription for that. So I wanted to go over the timeline a little bit with you guys. Basically, I can go ahead and put me full screen because I can just look up here. So on October the 4th, I'm just going to make a summary for everybody. She arrived at work, but she left her shift early. She left with her cell phone, her Apple Watch, and her iPad. So those were the 3 devices that she had that could potentially track her. They found her car October 4th early on October 5th, parked at the living facility. She apparently just left her car there and departed some other way. Now, there's been like speculation, rumors, whatever. I've been reading that her coworker saw her leaving. If my coworker had just gotten to work and, and we were cool. I was cool with them, right? And I see them collecting their stuff. Like she's going to have like a book bag on because she's got an iPad, a phone. And like, I'm sure, I don't know if she took her purse or not. I don't know actually if she did. I don't think she had a purse maybe with her. She might just had her scrubs on with her phone. But you would think that you would see her collecting her iPad and stuff, right? And like walking towards the door, you would be like, hey, Kada, where are you going? Or like, what's going on? I don't know. I would, but I'm a nosy girl, so I'd want to know. Or I'd be like, hey, did you get fired? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that they knew that she probably didn't get fired, but hey, Cheryl. Hey, Tony. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome on in. Oh, and I forgot to, if anyone wants to become a member of our channel, I'm going to post the link. Oh, thank you. They're like a yellow, like a I don't know, like a mustard yellow. I did them for Ethan's birthday for October. I was going to change them for my birthday. I don't know if I'll get that far this week. I'll be so tired by the end of this week. So back to the timeline. So then on October 5th, she was reported missing to police after she failed, to return. She didn't make contact with anybody. That's when her disappearance was, reported. October 8th through the 10th, search efforts intensify. Area has been expanded. Authorities and volunteers, they have searched a lot of places. They've searched, neighborhoods. They've searched the place I just was talking about, the like wooded area. They've searched her work. They've been everywhere. Her work does not have any cameras. They have no outside cameras. No, I'm assuming no, not even any inside cameras. They just have no surveillance. They are an assistant living. Yeah, you heard that right. They do have older people there, and they have no cameras. What if somebody just wandered out the door? I mean, obviously somebody did, and it was an employee, but what if that was like, somebody that lived there? What if there was a fight between like employees or, like the people that live there? You would want that on camera. guess we don't do cameras. No cameras. It's like, are we really no cameras? We're in a social age that everybody should have a camera, at least one. But on October the 10th, officials came out and they confirmed signs that she did not go like missing voluntarily. So they're actively like pretty much saying like, they think that somebody picked her up. Someone is holding her, someone's doing this. Now, do I think she's 23? She just graduated from college. She does do social media. This is another job. This was her job that she was doing because she wanted to help pay for her college. Could that have been like overwhelming for her? And she didn't want to tell anybody. So she decided to run off. I don't know. I don't know. After Carly Russell, I'm going to say, I don't know. But I would think the thought of your parents looking for you and them being that upset you would come out of hiding, right? Maybe an investigator needs to say like, hey, you won't be in trouble. Just come talk to us. Something like that. But it's crazy. Yeah. Right. They had cameras and alarms. The alarms are even a great idea. They should have had alarms. They even give you those things free. Like the city will help you with that kind of stuff. Like I've heard that anyway for like children, but I'm assuming they would do that for the elderly as well. Hey, kitsy cats. Welcome in. Okay. So then just now it's just ongoing investigations. Today, but that's where we're kind of at, but we're going to watch some things here and there and get a better feel for everything that's going on. Like I said, Fox Philadelphia, Channel 29, they've done some pretty good coverage. It hasn't been like, they're not like crazy like News Nation or anything, but they've done some coverage on it. So we'll watch a few of their videos. They're pretty short. And then we'll start off with the press conference because I feel like they came out with the press conference pretty quick, but then it was 4 days after, but pretty quick for, by the time it hit the internet, I feel like anyway. So it seems like that's a good spot to start with. 25,000 people have watched this. So I think this is the best one too, quality wise. So he basically he just goes up there and he says his name and then he just starts taking questions. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we'll hear what he has to say. Oh, let me take it back. Okay. And thank you guys all for being here. If you guys don't mind, just take a second, hit the like button. It helps get the channel out into the algorithm. It'll help get Kada's story out there. That way people will know that she's missing. And hopefully somebody will have some news. I know we have some people that live in that area.
All right.
Yeah.
My name is John Craig. It's John Craig. I am Captain Officer of Northwest Detectives.
So, Captain, you have this missing persons report filed by family. Can you give us some of the bullet points on when and where last seen?
I'm going to try to. Okay. Closed captionings are available. I don't know where my headset is that belongs in here. So I'm just going to read them as we go. And then I'll tell you what they say if you guys are listening in. So.
Filed by family. Can you give us some of the bullet points on when and
I know that all of the questions aren't this low.
where last seen and possible travel?
Certainly. The family of Miss Kada Scott, who's a 23-year-old black female who stands 5'6", 120 pounds, reported her missing on 10/5/25. She was last seen by her mother the night before at approximately 9:50 p.m. when Miss Scott was leaving for work. We do know she did arrive at work. She works at a nearby nursing home. However, we know that she left prior to her shift's completion. Detectives are currently canvassing the neighborhood for video. We're interviewing friends and family, and we're analyzing cell phone data.
I would like to know, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Before her work's completion, That could mean anything. Was she there for 10 minutes? Because it was supposed to be like a 10 to 6 or something like that shift. It was like an all night, an overnight shift. So was it 2 in the morning? I mean, when was it?
What's troubling about this case is, number one, you have a 23-year-old young lady who has completely disappeared. We have no cell phone activity or social media activity, and she has not reached out to family or friends. In the days prior to her disappearance, Ms. Scott related to family and friends that unknown individuals or person had been harassing her via phone. We're investigating that. We're trying to learn more. That being said, we want the public to take a really good look at Ms. Scott's photo. Any information, no matter how small, it would be of great use to detectives investigating this case. Any information can be forwarded to our tip line, or you can call Northwest Detectives directly at 215-686-3353.
When does her shift usually end, and how early did she leave?
We're not exactly sure the exact time she left. It was pretty soon after arriving. She worked a 10 p to 6 a shift, overnight shift.
In her social media, I'm not sure if you
I watched this earlier and I didn't even catch that. He's going to be a little lower, but he's saying in her social media.
been able to scrutinize it.
I'm not sure if you've been able to scrutinize it. Is there anything like internal messages? Anything that suggests that she left for a reason?
Thus far, nothing like that's been located. However, we're doing a deep dive on all her social media as we speak, and those are things we're going to be looking at: internal messages, posts, or things like that. But as of right now, then nothing.
At this time, do you believe she's in danger?
At this time, I mean, all I can say right now is that a 23-year-old girl has been seen in 4 days. There is that her explaining to family that she'd been harassed by an individual or individuals via phone. So we do have some concern, more so than usual. So again, we're just pleading for the public to take a really good look at Ms. Scott's photo and let us know if you've seen her.
Did her coworkers report any strange behavior when she was working that night?
We did interview coworkers. There was nothing too extravagant in their statements. We're still in the process of doing that, so.
Do we know what the harassment was about? If it was somebody that she even knows?
We're still trying to get to the bottom of that. Again, we don't know who that person was. We do know that much. We don't know who it was, so we're trying to determine that. We're still in the process of doing interviews to see if we can figure out who the person doing this harassment was.
Did she arrive to work like via car? Is the car missing, or?
She arrived to work in her car. That car has been recovered by police, has been processed for evidence and analyzed. She did not leave in her car. That's correct.
Your car was at work?
Correct. It was located in the parking lot. The police did recover that, and then we did forensically process that vehicle.
Cameras on the building show any sort of how she got where she went then after?
Unfortunately, no. We're still in the process of canvassing the nearby neighborhood in hopes of gathering some video.
And her phone doesn't show like rideshare activity or?
On an initial inspection, no.
So that's the last time that you've seen that
Yeah.
she was seen.
The last time it was at work by coworkers shortly after her arrival at 10 o'clock.
History of this?
No history of this.
You can't ping her cell phone to any location?
We have, but it's all historical. Her cell phone is currently off. So what data, we do have data that's being analyzed, where she was in the time up to her disappearance. But as of this moment, her phone is off.
Do you have a message to people who, I know the general public, but those who may have information but think it's not relevant or valuable? Maybe they know where she is, maybe they think nothing of it.
No matter what information you have, think of it as a possible piece to a large jigsaw puzzle. If there's 100 pieces to a puzzle, you may think your piece is insignificant. But without your piece, that jigsaw puzzle is not being solved. So I would plead with you, whatever information you have, reach out to the police. It's greatly appreciated.
It's unusual to have a press conference. I mean, not necessarily unusual, but we don't go to a lot of press conferences about missing people. Once again, it's the harassment that you said is
Correct. It's that harassment coupled with the length and time a person who is this is completely out of character. The family's describing this as completely out of character. She's in communication with family and friends. She seems to be a very bright, energetic woman who enjoys family and friends, and this has never happened in her 23 years on Earth.
She did pageants and stuff too. Not like it makes a difference, but she was like, you know what I mean? Like you could tell she had like a really good personality. She has a great personality.
We were getting about this harassment from individuals. We're trying to figure out who they are. As I said, the more eyeballs I can get on this young lady's photo, we're hoping that anyone can lead us in the right direction.
Any leads on that group who was harassing her?
Not in this time, but again, we're kind of this investigation's kind of in its infancy, and detectives, we're getting a lot of help from our partners, and we're going to continue to investigate this very thoroughly.
Wonder if the person that was harassing her was like, I wonder if it was somebody that she worked with.
I just want to double check. You said 10-5 last scene. It really said 10-4.
She was last seen by her mother on 10-4. I think if I misspoke, the report was made on the 5th.
Thank you.
Yeah, she worked that overnight shift. Speaking from somebody who's done that in the past, you forget what dates are.
So are you suspecting she's local? She's going to be local, found locally, or are other states helping?
She's been entered into the National Crime Information Center database as missing. So anyone who has encounters with her is going to know she's missing. There's nothing to lead us to believe she has any connections out of state at this point or right now. So it's pointing to local. But then again, I mean, we're very thorough in our investigation. We'll follow any lead where it takes us, no matter where.
She is very pretty.
And just to clarify, the last time you guys pinged the location of her cell phone was at work, but now her phone's off, so you
Yeah, it was a
don't-
nearby cell
Okay.
tower. So
How close is Mark from here?
a few miles up in Mount Airy.
And I'm told she has a large social media following. Could it have been somebody that was a fan of hers on social media?
At this point, I mean, that would be speculation. That being said, that's something we're taking a really close look at. As I said, we're kind of really going through our social media, messages, responses to posts, followers. And in today's day and age, social media is a very important part of young people's lives. So that's something we're going to really dig into.
To Tina's point, is it to the degree she's an influencer, someone who's very high visibility?
From somebody who really, I mean, obviously I wouldn't even know how to describe an influencer, but like generally, I think it looks like social media was a part of her life, like it is any 23-year-old. And that's all I can really say. I wouldn't say so much of an influencer, but definitely social media was a part of her life.
Good. Got it. Thank you.
No problem. As I said, the big thing behind this is the more eyeballs we can get on this. I mean, obviously it's a little bit of concern. I really appreciate everyone coming out there. If we get one tip out of this, that's better than where we're at. So I appreciate taking the time to come out here.
That was nice of him to say that, like even if we just get one tip, hey, it's worth it. You all came out and there was, when I was watching this earlier, and I must have missed it on the second time we watched it, but I heard him say, they said something about the stalker or something. And he worded it like the stalker this person was and I was like, oh, they said what? He said he was her stalker, but why not anymore or something? You know what I mean? And maybe I heard it wrong. I'm going to listen to it a third time. Well, not right now. I won't make you guys do that, but I will. I'll listen to it again because maybe I heard it wrong. Right. So don't run with that. Also, this says TMZ lied tonight. They said that they had big news on that David case that we've been covering. They didn't have any news. Nothing new. I was so upset about that. I didn't watch any of it because I knew better. I went to the comment section first. That's what I did because I knew, because it was at the end and it was 2 minutes. I was like, this isn't anything. So Fox, like I said, Fox Philadelphia's kind of been, on this case since it started. So I thought we would go over a couple other videos, a few other videos, and see what they've been saying. So, and then we can even go over the search that they had for her. And of course, if anything comes up, I'll be letting you guys know as well.
For a 23-year-old Philadelphia woman. Kada Scott was last seen 4 days ago. Her family says she was at work one moment and gone the next. They also say she was being harassed
Deborah.
over the phone by a stranger. And Steve, you spoke with Kada's family tonight. What did they tell you?
Well, this is where she went to work late Saturday night, and this is the same spot where she never came home from work early Sunday morning.
I think it's definitely wrong. She wouldn't just leave and not contact anyone, none of her friends, family.
People ride so fast, they wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Two aunts stapled missing flyers where their niece, 23-year-old Kada Scott, was last seen before she just vanished.
She was last seen by her mother the night before at approximately 9:50 p.m. when Miss Scott was leaving for work.
Her phone been off since Saturday, well, to my knowledge, since Sunday morning, and it's going completely right straight to voicemail.
You know what I just thought of? She had to have lived within seconds of her work, like within minutes of her, like, I mean, literally a couple minutes of her work. If she's going to work at this assistant living, you got to get a little bit early, I would think. I don't know. But if her shift starts at 10, she's only giving herself 10 minutes to get there. So I would think that they live pretty close to there.
Kada, seen here when competing in the Miss Philadelphia Township pageant, just started working 2 weeks ago here at the Terrace at Chestnut Hill Senior Home to help pay for her college. She was working a 10 p.m. Saturday to 6 a.m. Sunday shift, just 5 minutes from her home, but she went missing here before her shift even ended, where we found what police did. No surveillance or security video cameras around here.
We do know she did arrive at work. She works at a nearby nursing home. However, we knew that she left prior to her shift's completion.
She did not work her full shift. The car was still sitting in the parking lot. So it's like she vanished. There was no cameras, no nothing. So where is she?
What do you think's going on here? What do you think happened?
I have no idea. That's the problem. We're trying to piece it together. She went into a job for a normal shift, and she didn't finish the shift and come home. So that's when the problem started. And that's where we're at right now, trying to figure out what's going on, where she's at, when did she actually leave the facility.
We did interview.
They didn't call her parents, the facility. I mean, I know that she's an adult, but I mean, she just started there a couple weeks ago. She seems like she's close with her family. I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that position. I mean, granted, I mean, she's an adult, but it's sad.
Co-workers, there was nothing too extravagant in her statements.
Police say Scott had recently told family and friends a stranger or strangers were harassing her over the phone. Police processed her car and found nothing to hint foul play. But missing are the car keys, Kada's iPad, iPhone, and Apple Watch. None of them now traceable. All of which police sources say she used to grow a big following on social media and now wonder if a follower is involved in her disappearance somehow.
We're doing a deep dive on all her social media as we speak, and those are things we're going to be looking at.
Is there fear that somebody got obsessed with her and fell in love with her and found out where she worked and everything and maybe went and grabbed her?
It's a possibility, yes. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm afraid of, because at this point, it's something wrong.
All right, so the missing posters all say she was last seen wearing a fitted all-black jogging set. And
I don't know why that says that, because she was wearing her scrubs. She was at work. She wouldn't have been in a jogging set. She would have been in black work scrubs. But her mom and her mom's sister or whatever just attached that same missing flyer to a pole. So I'm kind of like, huh? You know, like, because I mean, they have to wear scrubs there. They can't just wear tracksuits. This is not Heaven's Gate. Again, I'm sorry for the reference.
last seen
It's
here,
not.
where both police and family were 4 hours on Monday, interviewing, searching, hoping. but
Yeah,
coming up
and that's what I
empty
would do.
for both video and answers. Sheba, Jason.
All right, Steve, thank you.
Yeah, I wonder if they did get any cameras since then. Probably not. Oh, look, I'm small over there. Okay, let me find the next video. Wow, yeah, this is incredibly sad. She's only 23 years old. I'm hoping that this is kind of like Like maybe like a Carly Russell kind of deal. You know what I mean? Where maybe she left and now she's scared because this is like, everyone's looking for her. But then again, it's like, and I said this with Carly Russell's case, I said, how do you not call your parents if you see them on the news, like really, like wanting you back? But this has been way longer than her. I mean, Carly was gone for 48 hours, I think, and she was home on her front doorstep with her $95 that she still had her money. So he just said that the people at the nursing home, they just kind of said that things that weren't very remarkable, he said. I'm like, oh, well, I guess that means he did, everything that they said that to me is almost a red flag. What do you mean it's unremarkable? You know what I mean? Unremarkable. Like, what did they say? Did they say they just saw her walk out the door and nobody called nobody? No one called a supervisor, or you just thought she was working there for 2 weeks and then she was just going to quit? Very weird. Oh, actually, I think this is going to show us that search that they went on. So, okay. I can't pronounce the word. They'll pronounce it. I want to say arbitrarium, but that's not it. That's not it at all. Arboretum?
The search continues for a missing 23-year-old woman. Police and hundreds of
there it is. Aubrey.
Combing Aubrey Arboretum this morning for 23-year-old Kada Scott. She was last seen by her family on October 4th before just completely disappearing. And Jennifer, you spoke with her father today. What are the latest developments?
Yes, I mean, very emotional. And this is one of those cases where, you're disappointed that nothing was found, but also in many ways it's a relief because it leaves out hope. But right here, the Aubrey Arboretum, I mean, a much different sight now because police just cleared the scene about half an hour ago. As you said, busloads of recruits from the academy were here walking inch by inch, covering the grounds to see if they could find any clues. And the captain of Northwest Detectives tells me nothing notable was found.
It was kind of scary because we don't have that. We never see this many officers.
The beloved Aubrey Arboretum in East Germantown turned into a police perimeter for a thorough hours-long search in connection to missing 23-year-old Kada Scott.
It's a troubling missing person report. It's certainly troubling, so we don't know if foul play was involved, but we certainly see some signs that this person wasn't voluntarily missing.
Scott's family says she has been missing since last.
No, I see some signs. I guess the signs could be this isn't something that she's done before. Her age, where she was at when she was last seen, but maybe they know more than we do. I'm sure they do.
Saturday, October 4th, vanishing shortly after arriving to work at the terrace at Chestnut Hill Senior Living. Her car in the parking lot, but police say her keys and cell phone are gone. Her family, hoping for some answers, showed up during the search.
I just want her back. It's my daughter. We all very concerned. It's going on a week. As of tomorrow, it'll be 7 days. We just want her back as soon as possible. Make sure she's safe and want her back home.
Police say they first arrived at the Arboretum around 6:30 Friday morning. Canines first searched the grounds. Then a few hundred recruits from the academy stood shoulder to shoulder, scanning each step of the way and placing flags down in the process.
23-year-old who is a social media person, as we hear. She disappeared off social media, so it's concerning. Any young people today, they can't live without having a phone in their hand.
By late afternoon, police say nothing notable was found. Detectives say it's just one of several locations they've investigated in Philadelphia as they keep searching for clues that will lead them to Scott.
This right here is devastating, and it's very hard. It's very hard, and I'm just praying.
We know that the Marine unit also showed up to the Arboretum to search a small pond, and we're told that turned up negative as well. And Dawn, I have to tell you, the family obviously feeling a lot of mixed emotions tonight, but a lot of the neighbors in this community also feeling just so upset by the fact that Kada Scott is still missing, but detectives will continue working this case. This is an active, ongoing investigation through the weekend.
All right, Jennifer Lee, must be so difficult for her family. Thank you.
Yeah. I wonder why they would think that she was at that Arboretum. Like, hey, Garrett, you do? You think she might still be in the building? That's what a lot of people were saying. Like, yeah, that they think that, because I'm thinking, I mean, women can be mean. I'm just saying, I'm just going to say that. And, if you're going into a nursing home and you're working with, new people, they might not be so nice to you. Right? I mean, just especially if they hate their own life, they might not be so nice to somebody that's, just fresh out of college, probably just beaming with excitement, like just, being able to help pay for college because that's what she wanted to do. And she liked doing the social media stuff. That was like her other, that was like her thing to do on the side. I guess all of her social media accounts have been like shut down. Like you can't even really see them. So, because I think it's probably because cops are looking at them. So so this one is from yesterday. Let me open it. And then this is from yesterday. Okay, I want to make sure we're on the right page because they all look the same.
Family and friends desperate for answers. 23-year-old Kada Scott of East Mount Airy
What's just
now missing
Kada?
for a week tonight. Loved ones coming together to bring her home, sending out prayers and spreading the word about her mysterious and sudden disappearance. Our Jennifer Lee in Chestnut Hill, where Kada worked and was last seen.
A group of Kada Scott's family and friends gathered outside the senior home where she worked, and the last place she was seen now 1 week ago. They spent hours searching for any sign of Kada.
I'm a parent. I want my kid home.
Family, friends, and even people who didn't know Kada Scott gathered at the terrace at Chestnut Hill Senior Living to put up flyers of her picture and search the surrounding neighborhood. Saturday marking a full week since her disappearance.
Each day we're getting more and more desperate. We're trying to track down Kada.
Kada was last seen at the senior living facility during the evening of October 4th, where she reported for work. Police say her car was left in the parking lot, but there's no trace of her keys and cell phone or any activity on her social media.
This whole situation has been devastating for our family. We were all shocked to find out that she, has disappeared or pretty much vanished in the thin air.
On Friday, Philly police say evidence brought them to Aubrey Arboretum, where hundreds of recruits thoroughly searched the grounds, but they say nothing notable was found. Police aren't sure if foul play is involved, but say it doesn't seem like Kada went missing on her own.
We don't know exactly what they're doing in terms of leads and information that's been found out, phone records, anything. We're not really privy to that information, so we don't know what's going on. All we know is that we have to do our part.
The 23-year-old is described as creative and ambitious. Her family says she was involved in modeling, beauty pageants, and started a beauty facial spa.
Kada wanted to be a star. Her whole life has been nothing but wanting to be successful, wanting to be an entrepreneur. She always just wanted to be something very successful in life, and she started that at a young age.
We appreciate the community and outsiders and friends like that. Anybody that can help and get Kada back home, appreciate it. Thank you.
You heard the family's plea. If you have any information about where Kada might be, you can call police at 215-686-TIPS. They're also taking donations for a reward fund on GoFundMe. We'll have a link to that on fox29.com. In Chestnut Hill, Jennifer Lee.
I think that the GoFundMe is up to $1,500 so far. I don't know if I look up Kada Scott GoFundMe, it'll come up. Oh yeah, look, this time is critical. Oh gosh, that's so sad. Oh, was that a sad face? No. I'm just seeing stuff. I've been up since way too early. I thought that like GoFundMe like put like a sad face there. I was gonna say that's really sad. So they're at $14.85. They're trying to raise 5.5K. Donation protection. I'm going to copy this into the chat. If anyone likes to go help out, man, this is sad. They're still, continuing to search, like even up like October 11th, there was an article, just, basically saying that, the last place she was seen was the retirement, I would call it like retirement home. I think it's called a senior care living or something now. I think it's a different like wording, but you know what I mean when I say it. They're like the best little, some of those places are cute little communities. Now I don't know about this one. I don't know. They do have really good ratings or really good reviews and stuff on their site or on Google. I did check that out. They literally only had like 2 reviews, and I think they were both like 2 stars. And that's still not even just like the worst, right? Like it's just, it's not, but so let me see what this one says. So that's what I was going to tell you. So basically the FBI has joined the search for missing Kada Scott. They actually, I think it was today. I was checking the date. I think they may have came in today or over this weekend. But I think it was actually over the weekend they came in. Let me see if it'll tell me. No, but it says Philadelphia police with the FBI's help are pursuing leads and executing search warrants. And search warrants are probably, for her, like, all of her social media, because they have to have search warrants in order to search even her vehicle in order for them to tow it back, to their garage and go through all of it. They have to have a search warrant for that. Just that way they're good to go. Yeah, she went out willingly. That's what I mean. Like, and so it's like, I know, Laura. I'm on the fence with this. Like, I'm like, fool me once, shame on me. One of those kind of things, because I don't know if you guys remember Carly Russell case, but I mean, that's why we got the Cheez-It emoji for the members. I mean, that woman was posted up in a hotel room for 2 days in a bathrobe eating Cheez-Its, talking to her boyfriend. What was it? He was going to break up with her or something like that. It was something so like, she ended up having to pay back like $200 and some $1,000. I think I need a new chair. I'm sorry if I'm moving around a lot. This one just is like sits straight up, and I don't know, it gets to me after a while. But I think that's all I have. It didn't say how much earlier she left work. No, It just said that they just said in the news conference, and everywhere else I haven't seen it anywhere. Just that that she left work at a time before her time was scheduled off. So, I mean, I don't. Oh, it's just sad. I couldn't imagine like somebody being missing in my life. That hits really hard. That's scary. That's scary is all get out. I mean, I would have to be one of those people. I'd rather know than someone be missing, you know what I mean, for the rest of forever. There was another story actually. What was that? Where was that I saw? Was that Nancy? Nancy was covering it. I went over her podcast because I haven't been over there in a while. And so listen to this. It was 5 hours ago. I don't know if she put it out tonight or if she'll put it out tomorrow. But it says victim trapped in storage container, bound, abused by Bible group flunky. That's her title. Yeah. And someone kidnaps this person. I mean, it looked pretty good. I was like, man, maybe we should switch the days, but I wanted to make sure I got this case out first because she was missing. So, but I thought I was like, dang. Yeah. So she was last seen at 9:45 by her mom. So she was last seen at 9:45, 9:50, and then she left to go to work, and she had to be at work at 10 o'clock. She made it to work. She went into work. But then she left work, I guess. So we know for sure her mom saw her at 9:45. I guess that's the only thing we can say for sure, right? Because there's no cameras at the place. We just have to take their word that she went to work and she showed up and then she left. Right? I mean, we just have to take their word, but it's I'm skeptical from people. I mean, I side eye everything. I really do. But I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to get some rest. Tonight, I have to go to Pilates tomorrow. I don't have to, but I am. I'm doing it. Pray for me. Yeah, pray for me. It's at 8:15 in the morning. Don't know why I did that to myself. And then I have to get my hair done at 10. So I'm like, what? What'd I do? What did I do? And then Wednesday, I have 2 different. I did see it, Casey. I did. I figured I was going to go over that. I'm going to pre-record it or do another live. Yeah, they're sticking with the suicide ruling. So it's like, oh, Jesus. I feel so bad for her parents. I've been thinking about them. I cried last night when I put out the 3rd episode of that docuseries. If y'all don't go check that out, you can even go check it out on my Patreon. You can sign up for the Hulu or whatever. Or if you have Hulu, watch it. It's for the love of everything holy. Watch that docuseries because it's really eye-opening. It like not just to Ellen's death, right? But you get to see her parents. Like we've seen her parents over the last 14 years, but this is different. Like in the last episode, they say, oh, that's okay. They say something like the mom's talking, Sandy's talking, and she's like, there's been times that we don't want to be around each other. Like, and they're rebuilding themselves too, like, and she's like, I have to, she said something about like, that's what got me was like, she said, I have to come to the realization that I'll never be a grandmother. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I was like, yep. I was like, man, it was like, I remember because it was like 11 or something. It was 11 something at night. And I was just like so mad. And I was like so sad at the same time. Like, I was like, I had tears in my eyes. I was like so mad that somebody did this and took Sandy, her opportunity and Josh's opportunity away to be grandparents, and Ellie's her chance to be a mother. It's just really sad. So I like cried because last night, that 3rd episode, it'll get you in your tears. I usually am pretty okay, but yeah, I thought that this was going to be tomorrow. I didn't think it would be today. And I sincerely thought that they were going to open it back up. Not maybe open it back up right away, but maybe not homicide. I didn't think they were going to rule homicide, but I thought that they would rule that they didn't know. Because even in the docuseries, the coroner, the ME that did the suicide and then the homicide, I'm sorry, and then suicide, he said, had I known that there was no witness, because there was no witness with Scott that night upstairs when he was up there trying to get into the apartment and get to her. He said that he would have ruled undetermined or homicide, I believe. I think he said homicide, but I'm not sure. But I want to say that homicide. And I was like, oh. And then the pictures of her at the end of Ellen and the videos, that got me crying. Because she's a real person. She was a real person. And it's just like Philadelphia, they don't want to say that they're wrong. Even though I don't know. I just hope Josh and Sandy get some peace. I hope that, they go to sleep and they have a really good dream about Ellen, and it gives them some peace. They're going to fight. They'll still be fighting. And the docuseries has said that too. He said, I'm just glad that I might be here to see it. Dang, it's a good docuseries to watch. I think I'm going to do the Murdoch one too. Murdoch, we did really good on whenever we covered Murdoch on the channel. We did the whole trial and everything. We was watching that crap every day. We watched that shit show. So I think there's a new Hulu documentary. I haven't seen it yet. And I'm like, oh, it looks pretty good. Also, I didn't say anything yesterday, but Diane Keaton passed away at 79. if you can believe that. I'm like, she's one of the greats. They don't make them like they used to. They won the civil suit. They're not against him, so they didn't get one on him. They got one on the state of Pennsylvania, city of Philadelphia, something like that, and they did, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why the notifications haven't been going out because they still should go out. I wonder if I got any. I don't think I did either, actually. I have to look because there's a bunch of different things on there. But yeah, I posted it, but we were already live when I posted it. Yeah, it was really sad. It's just really sad. Okay, well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to get ready for bed so I can get up tomorrow. That's why I didn't even wear any makeup tonight. Normally, I'll be like, I'll be fine. I'll wear makeup. But tonight, I was wanting my eyes to feel better, too, and they feel a lot better tonight. But yeah, if you didn't know about Diane Keaton, I'm sorry I ruined your guys' nights, Actually, let me go to X really quick while I got y'all here. Because, something... We cover missing cases, and then something happens a lot of times right when we get off, I feel like. The first thing I pull up is Mrs. Ellen Greenberg. It's so sad. Okay. Everyone's talking about her, Ellen Greenberg. It's just... Okay. Let's put in Kada. And see if anything pulls up under the latest or anything. What's this? Homicide detectives. Oh, look at... Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so 33 minutes ago, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Homicide detectives have now taken over the investigation into the disappearance of a 23-year-old woman who vanished more than a week ago. That's not good. Kada Scott was last seen leaving her workplace, a senior living facility in Chestnut Hill, on the night of Saturday, October 4th. Well, I mean, I guess it could go either way because they could be just treating this as a homicide because, it could have been one. But it says police have not yet said why this case is now being investigated by the homicide unit. So we don't know. We don't know why it is, but it is. So great. That's just okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Just no, I hate when people say confirm things and they're not confirmed. Like they'll be like, they'll just be like, confirmed, we found her or something, and then they didn't. I was just trying to see if there was anything else, but I don't see anything else. So I'm going to keep my eye out. If anyone hears anything, just wake me up. I'm just kidding. I said, just wake me up. I'll be asleep. No, I usually wake up in the middle of the night, especially if I have to wake up early. I can't go to sleep very good. That's why last night I got 4 hours, 52 minutes, 4 hours and 52 minutes worth of sleep. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to jump off here, but I will keep my eye out on this case. I want to know what happened to Kada. So if we hear anything tonight and anything happens, I'll like just at least do a video short, tell you guys what we know. And then that way you guys won't, you won't miss anything. And then I'll keep my phone on me tomorrow whenever I'm out doing my stuff that I have to do. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. I will post on the community tab tomorrow what time the live will be. It'll probably be around the same time, I'm thinking. Actually, I lied. It'll be earlier or at our rate. Okay, it's going to have to be earlier because our regular time won't work because I have to wake up early on Wednesday. So it'll be around like 6 o'clock because actually I lied. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Okay, we'll figure it out because I know that the cleaners are coming to clean the furniture between like 5 and 8. I did it later in the evening. That way Vincent would be off work. And but I have to go to like a couple appointments tomorrow. So I want to make sure. But I want to make sure I get you guys in for a live. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys, whoever's just coming in. I know people are just not coming in. I'm like, oh no. But it's just going to be earlier because I have things I have to do. So, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. If you're watching on a replay, thank you guys for watching on a replay. Hit the like button if you guys don't mind. Subscribe to the channel, all those things. And I will be back with another live tomorrow. I'll see you guys all later. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's